What's up, viewers, subscribers, and agents alike? This your boy Enlightened, Luciferian Prince, coming at y'all once again. I told y'all that this would be part 2 on the passport and what a passport actually is. And someone asked me particularly how the passport differentiates between being a quote-unquote identifying document or having a certain amount of stars on it. If you have a passport and your passport has at least 2 to 3 stars on it, that means that you're at detainable status. If you have a passport that has 4 stars, no more than 4, that means that you are on a non-detainable status. That means that you cannot be detained, your identity has been verified, and your quote-unquote nationality has not been questioned. Now, a lot of people get it confused because they want to make it seem like that because they filled out for an original passport that this passport is validated. No, it's not. That passport is one that is used for what is called a transient in common law, or what is known as admiralty or maritime law, which they don't recognize common law in international waters to actually be verified as one that is considered a belligerent. Now, a passport that contains 4 stars or asterisks or whatever you wish to call it in your keyboard or whatever you wish to type it in is also known as an identity card. A passport is an identity card. Let's go over it. Passport, an official document issued by a government certifying, notice that word, certifying the holder's identity and citizenship and entitling, look at the word entitling, them to travel under its protections to and from foreign countries. Let's read that again. Entitling them to travel under its protections to and from foreign countries. Similar, a thing that ensures admission to or the achievement of something. So people, whenever you have a passport, you have to actually check the actual asterisk that's over your given name, or quote unquote, what is the issuing authority that actually let you receive this quote unquote documentation. And then you actually use it in a certain specific manner to actually pass the port of that particular boundary line in maritime law. Now, a lot of people might be like, well, this is quite confusing, whatever. What I often explain to people is this. Don't ever in your existence attach documentations, affidavits, or statements to any particular application. All you do is just submit what is essential. That is it. That's all you do. All they ask for are the specifics. If you try to go beyond the purvey of their particular, requirements, your application will be denied and they will keep your money. So keep it simple as a pimple. All you do, provide the identifying documentations, provide the picture, a mailing address. If you wish to use a zip code or not, it's optional by Domestic Mail Manual 122.32 as amended, and or you can use a P.O. box. Sometimes they wish to not let you do that. It is what it is. And then another thing is that they try to tell you that you can't use a social security number. The social security number is optional, but because the rise of people who have actually been awakened to this knowledge, they have been refusing these people's application based upon the president that they don't include a social security number. Little do people know, it is actually a felony for any entity to require you to particularly they request your social security number. So you don't have to give it. You can give it voluntarily. But in this particular instance, you can give it, but I would suggest that you put it down with no dashes at all. If you have an EIN number, those who have a 98 number, that's totally optional too, because it's still an identifying number that still links back to the trust. So you still win. Now, they might not like it. It is what it is. But guess what? You will actually be placed on a do not detain list. Once you're placed on a do not detain list, you're actually placed upon purveyance of them actually saying that you cannot be detained, and you're actually doing traveling, or you're actually moving and traveling, I should say more correctly, and you're not actually being profiled as a person who's considered a quote-unquote sovereign citizen. I tell people in my previous videos, I hate that terminology because the way that they actually transpose it is to make you seem like you're anti-government. You can't be anti-government unless you're actually anti-self, because government comes from self, because self comes from conscience, conscience comes from creator. Not what's written on paper, not what man dictates on his law books or his quote-unquote quotas or his tickets. That's not man. That's man's law. That's not creator's law. So a lot of people get it confused because they don't wish to assert themselves in an actual natural right. You have a natural right to travel. You can go wherever the fuck you want to go. And excuse my language, you watch this around children. Pause this video because I'm going to get into some more coarse language. So pause this video and escort your children out the room. But for those who have no children in the room, how the fuck you gonna tell me I can't travel for where I want to go when travel is something that enabled you to be here? Travel is something that enabled me to be here. We didn't need passport documentations unless it was, of course, a part of a dominating authority. Someone or something that wanted to tell us what to do or try to regulate our behavior or our commerce. You think Kente Claw got over here without taxes? Get the fuck out of here. They want their hands in everything. And then they're telling you people who are on the dry land, you people who adhere to the Christian religion, yes, and I will say this, I might lose a subscriber or two, but it is what it is. You adhere to the Christian religion because they salvaged you from the several seas. And they salvaged you and they repaired you and reconstructed you into their corporate entity, and then now they made you pay taxes, which is a tribute to the Queen and to the Pope. But you pay your taxes first to the actual bended knee authority, also known as the U.S. President. So people who actually come at me in my comment section and actually think that I actually vie for a president, let me tell you something. I will tell you this before I will tell anybody. I do not give a fuck about a president. They're all corrupt. They're all controlled, they're all puppets, and they are all controlled by the unseen hand. So y'all think you got the stimulus by, quote-unquote, Biden, his, quote-unquote, authority. No, you didn't. You got it because you vied for it, you elected for it, and it was actually dispersed upon you based upon your tax renewal account. And they renewed your account based upon your voter registration, and they gave it to you. Now people say, I didn't vote. Well, maybe you might have not, but at the same token, I can tell you there's 32,500,000 people who actually have had an election. So now they actually accrue and actually change and accredited themselves to gain themselves against the loss. And all you did was go buy Jordans and fucking TVs. God damn. Now, I'm not saying everybody, don't get me wrong, but you bought materialistic goals. You never really vibe for yourself to actually, come out of the construct of taxation. Now, a lot of people, they might be like, well, taxes pay for the roads, taxes pay for the schools, so forth and so on. These are totally illegitimate goals to place your ideology on. And yes, I said it correctly. Ideology, because ideologically you're not in the correct stance to actually say that these are where your tax dollars are going. When do you ever get a receipt? Why do you always run over a pothole? Why are your schools so poor? Why are your kids always underfed when you send them to school every time? Why do teachers even buy for you to even bring your children food for them to be sustained for the whole day if these people are supposed to be the quote-unquote custodians of your whole existence of your tax dollars? You're the biggest fool that has actually been exposed in society, and you have to take it into strict consideration. Why? Because your tax dollars are only spent and absorbed upon quote-unquote the benefit of the government, and they keep it and they give you back what's called a return. And you just learned a very significant truth in less than 10 minutes. Now, I'm not hating on nobody because I've never been a hater. Haters always make me greater. But, hey, I keep my videos short, sweet, to the beat. You know? I keep my videos like I like my steak. You know what I'm saying? But you have to take this into strict consideration. What I'm saying is very true. You need to get into your own realm of sovereignty and get into your own realm of actually being your own actuation as opposed to joining associations or anything that anyone wants you to join, and learn how to navigate these deep waters, because they're very deep, on your own. Now, I look at my demographics. I know that majority of my viewers are male, 85.6%, and female, 12.9%, but it kind of varies. It all depends on who's identifying as what, whatever. We already know what that is. But truth be told, hey, you need to learn this actual factual documentation. Once you learn that, you can learn how to travel freely. You don't have to worry about encumbrances of those people who are on child support, because I know it's a lot. And you can actually be free and maneuver how you want through society without actually being taxed, because you're not cargo. You are only operating in commerce based upon a notion of you actually being what? The secured party creditor. If you would like this information, please email me. My description is below. And make sure that when you actually get this description, make sure you go ahead and hit that subscribe button, so that way every time I drop a video, you can be informed whenever I drop it. Make sure you hit the all. For those people who would like to donate, I don't care what you donate to my channel. It is what it is. You don't have to give too much or too little, because little people know I'm not a pastor. I'm an individual who does this on my own free will by my creator's gift to actually give this to you. And once you keep giving it, once I keep giving it, so I give, and it's a fair exchange. So it's not like, quote unquote, some people come online, they want to make it seem like, oh, well, it's all about money. First off, I'm not all about money. If I had it my way, I would actually be absolutely done with people. Real shit. I'm just being real. I would be done with people. But I have to tolerate the human existence, because I know that there are those who are the wheat amongst the tares, who are actually those who are confused and need to come amongst the light. So my creator gave me the ability to actually shed a light, and I will do that. But if you wish to donate, please do. I plan on actually putting a Patreon page up like sometime next month. And I want to do my merch, and I want to keep on expanding, because, hey, I did this by the hands that my creator gave me. You know, no sponsors, no nothing. Shout out to all the people who actually donated in the past few days. You know, shout out to y'all. Keep going. I pray that everything goes well in your personal life. And shout out to those people who didn't. It is what it is. Step up to your game. You know, because I give away a lot of this stuff on a discounted fee, and I don't charge you anything. But I do it because I want humanity, or those people who are aware of the truth, to arise to their greater potential. And I won't stop. Now, agents, fuck you. Yes, I said it. Fuck you. Do not contact me. I do not consent. I do not oblige. Leave me the fuck alone. Don't contact me whatsoever. It is what it is. You know what it is. I don't fuck with y'all. Y'all have such a very great degree of stink and actual existence that you're not right. Y'all want to keep the beast machine working, and you smell like sulfur. So people, if you invite somebody in your house and they smell like a lit match, kick them the fuck out quickly, because they're not right for your environment and they're right for your existence. And guess what? That smell is a pure testament that these motherfuckers are not for you. Period. Get them out of there. Don't even invite them around you or those who you love. It's real talk. Let's keep rolling, y'all. Say truth, peace, light, love. Asians, fuck you. Let's roll, y'all. Keep going.